Hi everyone, it's me Lubna. Today is Sunday, June 11th, 2023. So this morning, my mom, who was visiting me from California for the whole weekend, left to drive back to California. And she always does such an excellent job of helping me get things done. And she's very on top of things. And, it's hard for me sometimes to make time to do things like grocery shopping and buy things in bulk for what I need to basic needs like staying alive, staying healthy. It's hard for me to make time for those things. So it's always nice to have my mom help me since I'm very busy most of the time with other things that I have to do as a student. And speaking of the topic of excellence, of doing things in an excellent way, that is what I want to talk about in my video today. I've recently been thinking a lot about what it means to put one's heart and soul into one's work. And it means not doing things in a half or a lackluster way, and if there's anything, this is what I tell myself: if anything has my name on it, it has to be beautiful, it has to be excellent. I don't want to submit something that doesn't look like I put effort into it, or write something that seems like it could be done by anyone. I want to have my own personal unique touch and do it in an excellent and beautiful way. So last year, I remember reading a passage from the book David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. And this was from chapter 42 of that book. And I wrote this down. I wrote this passage down in my journal because it just motivated me so much to be more, make better use of my talents and not waste the time that I have in this life. We all have a limited amount of time, as I said in a previous video of mine, and we need to make the most of the time that we have and not waste any of our talents or any of our time that we have to love one another and do good in the world. So I will read out loud that passage that was so impactful for me. Here it goes. I will only add to what I have already written of my perseverance at this time of my life, and of a patient and continuous energy which then began to be matured within me, and which I know to be the strong part of my character, if it have any strength at all, that there, on looking back, I find the source of my success. I have been very fortunate in worldly matters. Many men have worked much harder, and not succeeded half so well. But I never could have done what I have done without the habits of punctuality, order, and diligence, without the determination to concentrate myself on one object at a time, no matter how quickly its successor should come upon its heels, which I then formed. Heaven knows I write this in no spirit of self-laudation. The man who reviews his own life as I do mine, in going on here, from page to page, had need to have been a good man indeed, if he would be spared the sharp consciousness of many talents neglected, many opportunities wasted, many erratic and perverted feelings constantly at war within his breast, and defeating him. I do not hold one natural gift, I dare say, that I have not abused. My meaning simply is that whatever I have tried to do in life, I have tried with all my heart to do well. That whatever I have devoted myself to, I have devoted myself to completely. That in great aims and in small, I have always been thoroughly in earnest. I have never believed it possible that any natural or improved ability can claim immunity from the companionship of the steady, plain, hard-working qualities, and hope to gain its end. There is no such thing as such fulfillment on this earth. Some happy talent and some fortunate opportunity may form the two sides of the ladder on which some men mount, but the rounds of that ladder must be made of stuff to stand wear and tear, and there is no substitute for thoroughgoing, ardent, and sincere earnestness, never to put one hand to anything on which I could throw my whole self, and never to affect depreciation of my work, whatever it was, I find now to have been my golden rules. So I know that was a very long passage, and if you so desire, you could go back and listen to it over again. I know that I've read it multiple times over again, but it was very impactful to me because I have always believed that we should do small things in a great way. It's always better, in my opinion, to do what you have, like whatever work is assigned to you, even if it's a small task, to do it as perfectly and as excellently as you can, instead of to seek great tasks or great positions and great opportunities. We can't expect our positions or our titles to make us great. We have to be great first in order to receive any promotions or recognition, and those things come automatically when you do what you do, when you put your heart and soul into whatever it is that you do. And I've talked about this in previous videos as well, but I always said that if I do anything, I want to make it 𝒏𝒕𝒊𝒏𝒈. I want to, that's my verb for like making something unique and personalized, and adding my own unique touch to whatever it is that I have to do. So yeah, that's my message for today. What it means to do things with excellence and to put one's heart into one's work. So I hope you think about that, and I hope you try to be more conscientious about how you do the things you do, from the smallest tasks to the largest tasks, everyday things to big things that you have to do. How do you do them? Do you do them in a way just to get them done, or do you put your heart and soul into whatever it is that you have to do? So that's just something to think about. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my video today, and I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, or whatever it is, wherever you are in the world.